I'm not 100% sure, but I'm going to allow myself to move forward and not be stuck here.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
And I think that also like really keeps people stuck sometimes, is that they really think that this one decision is going to be the last decision.
Yes.
I mean, if we're all lucky enough, we're going to live until we're old and beautiful and, body gives in, whatever. You have time.
Yes, time.
You can make a different decision, and that's okay. But then maybe when you go for that second decision around the same context, I mean, the same event or similar event, you maybe at that point you would have more power available to you to go through that process, to get the crystal clarity, to
come to a different decision.
Exactly.
And come to a different decision.
Exactly.
And I think also not to be hard on yourself.
Yeah.
We make 100 of wrong decisions, and I think so. One part is you make the decision on your own. As Marcel said, she needs to go through that process until you have clarity. And sometimes you didn't get the clarity, but you're frustrated, and things are time sensitive and all of it, and you rush it and you push it through, and it's the wrong decision. You're not stuck there.
Exactly.
Be forgiving to yourself. And ultimately, it is just, don't take, all the blame and everything. It was just the right decision that you had to make at the time.
So my thing is, we all only have the power available to us that we have in that moment.
Correct.
And that doesn't mean that you're going to have that same amount of power in 6 months' time. In 6 months' time, whether you want to, whether you take it on as a journey or not, there would have been growth in some form or fashion.
Absolutely.
So the power that you have available to you in 6 months is obviously going to be different.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
So don't get hung up about the life decision is something that you have to be stuck with, because it's not. If you haven't gone through and you haven't nailed down your entire process for yourself, and then I just want to mention something else. In the process of getting the clarity, what I find for myself, right, there's also an owning of how did I get there, that I have to now make this decision.
Are you talking about the tools available to you?
What part did I play into getting to that point? Okay. So there we talk about accountability and responsibility as well, right?
Yeah.
So if we own that accountability and that responsibility, if we're really clear about what my role was in getting me to that point, well, guess what? You're already half clear. Right?
Yes, yeah.
So I think that is also something that we make decisions, we expect things are going to be better, but we still show up the same without going through that process of actually looking at, okay, how did I contribute to this? And I know that's a difficult conversation to have with oneself, because you could be stuck in something that's really bad. And then to ask that question, it's sometimes a harrowing question to ask.
It is, and
depending on the circumstances, right?
And often you don't want to admit to yourself that maybe you did something wrong, maybe your attitude is wrong, maybe there was judgment, there was this or that. All those things you must throw at yourself, but be able to answer it. And put it out into the universe, and if there's some changes that you need to make, some are easier than others, and just take it as a process.
Yeah.
Sometimes it is just a process, and you often, your big decision needs smaller decisions along the way to get you to the big decision.
That's true.
And take on all those small decisions, those small changes, to get to the big decision. Sometimes we're not really absolutely clear where it's going to land us, but all those small decisions is going to
it's like building a pathway.
It's going to create that pathway to the ultimate decision, and you will then get your clarity there.
I mean, seriously, between the two of us, how many times have we screwed up dismally making decisions, right?
Absolutely, yes.
And can I look back and say, you know what, I really screwed this one up, and that's when it becomes important. Okay, so how did I screw this one up? You know, it's always going back and looking inward. How did I contribute? How did I make this decision that now ended so fucking horribly? So it's about, oh sorry, I don't even know if I'm allowed to say that on YouTube, but anyway. We're out in nature. We are just flows. But yeah, I think that's also something that we need to acknowledge, is you're not always going to get it right. And, you know, as women, sometimes we think we have to get it right.
Yes, we put lots of pressure on ourselves. And I mean, we of a certain age, and we must honor all the experiences that we've had up to this point. And some of it has been crazy bad decisions. And yeah, forgive yourself. Take from it what you need in terms of the lesson. Otherwise, there is no growth, and we're just going to keep on doing the same thing over and over. But yes.
What's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. So we don't want to go there. We want to learn from it, but also be gentle with ourselves. Sometimes I just laugh at it. Some decisions that I made, I'm like, really? What the hell was I thinking?
Absolutely. You know? Absolutely. And I mean, coming back, bringing it back into nature, it's quite physical. All of our, or most of our hikes, we try and push the physical aspect of it. Also that you forget some of the daily grind. And of course it's beautiful to be out in nature. Beautiful sunny day today. Not that many people on the hike.
Yeah.
A fair amount, but not that many. Nobody immediately in our surroundings here.
We chose a good spot.
Look
at that. How fabulous. It really makes my soul sing. It's just so beautiful.
Yeah. And so think back of some of the decisions that you've made in life that have gone well, and just think of the process. You will then identify what's best for you. Some people need to talk it out with friends and get info and flesh it out in the open before they get to a decision. I think both Marcel and I said for us that personally that is too messy for us, because we want to
I think
you want
for
to honor
me,
your own. We've got varied experiences, so did you want that?
I think I also want to challenge people are doing that process where they're putting it all on the table and having all of the friends contribute. Just a cautionary reminder, we all operate from our own belief system and our own experiences. So what you're going to get as input from a friend will be based on that person's belief system and that person's experience in life. And this is one of the reasons why I hold it sacred for myself first, so that I can get to that clarity, because when I talk about the influences, you have your life, which is different to my life. Your experiences have been different. Your belief systems are maybe somewhat same, but it's still different, right?
Correct.
So based on that, how could you give me input in my life? You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
Because
yes.
all you're going to be doing is projecting from your life.
Absolutely.
So this is the reason why I'll put that cautionary note out there. If your process is that you have to hash it out with friends, just keep that at the back of your mind. Is that person is coming and they mean it in great form, through love and everything, right? It's not something that most people are even conscious of that they are doing. So just keep that at the back of your mind, that person is giving you their best advice from their life experience and
Correct.
from their belief system.
Correct.
And it doesn't necessarily have to be aligned with yours, which then you have to start questioning yourself, is that true for me as well?
Correct.
Yeah?
Correct.
So I want to put that out there as well. So, Any final parting nuggets you want to share?
I think just make it all fun. At the end of the day, it is just about fun, and it's when you say you've got a big decision, as you said, you don't lock yourself up in a. Just enjoy life. Be still. Go. Be out there. Grab the little influences that the universe has on that decision, and then just have some back to the quiet time. That works for me. It is just my experience, because I can get quite a busy head. So for me, in the morning, when I get up in the morning,
So what I'm hearing is that there's a
That's
ritual in your day where that's your quiet time and you process what you need to process in that quiet time.
yes,
Good. Great to have
and
rituals.
and sometimes I can do it. Sometimes I don't do it for months on end.
Mm.
And then I'm faced with it. I need it again because there's something missing. I need to make a decision, and then you go back into it again. But yeah, it's for me, it's almost like that gym contract. Sometimes you do it, sometimes you don't.
It's January, everybody signed up for their gym contracts
Yeah.
again.
So for me, I've probably not had quiet time in months, and for the past week, I think I managed 2 quiet days, and I feel different.
Mm.
But it's me needing it again. I need it, and some small decisions that I need to make. But I'm sitting with a few things, and I think that has brought me back to the quiet time, because that works best for me, and I'm conscious of it, that I make my best decisions when I let everything go, and all of a sudden I get that clarity.
Good. Very good.
Quiet time, meditation, whatever you call it.
Being out in
contemplative prayer,
nature.
Being out in nature.
Yeah.
And I think for us, we often, if we don't hike, there are times we don't hike for a year.
It's
I
not
don't
that
think so.
long.
But we don't hike that often, and you feel drawn to it again. We're now in training period, and it's probably 3 weeks out of the month, and that week that you don't hike, you miss it.
Absolutely. So I guess not
Your
everybody.
final thoughts?
Yeah, I guess not everybody is a hiker, and that's okay. If you're more a beach person or you want to go into the forest, whatever, I think there's just something magical that happens in nature. It just quiets the mind.